Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Software Engineer K here, and we are going to be going through a few really big topics. So one is the biggest, in my opinion, the biggest single individual who will probably ever hit VeVe. I believe he is going to be coming to VeVe. I'm going to be breaking down with you guys why I believe so, my reasoning behind it. I'm also going to be going through an update to the terms of service, really important update. Everyone needs to be aware of this. You have no excuse to not be aware, so stay tuned for that. And we're also going to be going through today's drop, why I believe it's a pretty good drop to at least complete the set with regards to the MCP. So first off, David and Dan and Alex, they were in a AMA. As usual, David always leaves Easter eggs, and in the right hand side he left these white statues. For those who don't know, it's a girl with a balloon, and we have a rat there as well. We've also got one more in the background, a girl, and that is from Banksy. So the rat is the love rat from Banksy, and then you can see the balloon girl, that is the Banksy balloon girl. And you can see the recent sales of these on StockX. So even though they've been around for a while, you can see that the balloon girl still going for over £1,000, a few $1,000s. So these are and this is like Banksy's retail stuff. Like, this isn't even his one-of-ones, because if you have a look at some of his one-of-ones, right, here's one. Many people kind of heard about this one, where it was essentially a painting. It went for 18.5 million. Well, it was selling for less than that. It was 4 to 6 million, but it ended up going for even more because of the way that it was so there was a shredder inside the frame, and it shredded the painting halfway through, and that apparently added a lot of value to the painting. So they do actually talk a little bit about there was a collector and they bought a fake Banksy NFT. So there is huge demand for this, right? Listen to this. The Guardian reported last month that a collector bought a fake Banksy non-fungible token for £244,000. That is over $250,000. Now, what I'm trying to say to you guys is, if we have a look at Banksy's following, he's got 11.1 million followers. That is literally 100 times the followers that VeVe has on Instagram. Literally 100 times. And Banksy, yes, there are a lot of people that follow him, a lot of people that purchase his stuff, but in terms of like the hardcore Banksy followers, they're literally multi-millionaires, right? We only need a couple of them to come to VeVe in order to have a huge effect on the market. But let's say they even get 1% of this following, this new following, come to VeVe. That's literally over 100,000 new users. That in itself would have a huge effect on the market. Now, many people think Banksy's not going to come. I believe differently. You guys can keep the receipts. I believe Banksy's stuff is going to come to VeVe, because VeVe, I believe, is the perfect platform for Banksy to launch these retail collectibles. Now, on that point, today's set was a pretty good set to complete, because it is a full secret rare set, again similar to the other Disney posters. I did buy 3 of them on the market. I got one on the rebound. I bought the Amazing Nighttime Spectacular. As you can see, I paid 109 gems for it. The current floor price is nearly 200, so it's nearly doubled what I paid for it already, because as you can see, it's only 1,331 editions, and it is a secret rare. Now, this is extremely important, because as MCP starts to get closer and closer, these points are going to be incredibly important, because as we know, so a lot of the bot accounts, KYC isn't enough to stop them. They can buy KYC'd accounts, and that's what they are doing now. So with discussions from the team, we do know that the queue system is coming, and at present, the suggestion was for the queue system to have 33% of the supply for MCP, 33% for OUP, and 33% for the normal queue. So at least if you are kind of going for the MCP queue, then you don't have to deal with the remaining 33% that will be for amongst regular people who don't want to, you know, use MCP or OUP, and, you know, most likely the horde of bot users as well. Now, those numbers are obviously not final. They're, you know, just suggestions. They were suggested to the team, and we'll have to wait and see what the official numbers will be. But I imagine it will be somewhere similar to that, because we know that the OUP and MCP percents for the queue are not going to be small. They're going to be significant. That's what Reese said. But we don't know the exact numbers, so we have to, you know, kind of wait. But, you know, a three-way split, was the suggestion that was passed on. We'll have to see if that's what happens. Now, just in terms of the VeVe terms of service, again, you should all be familiarizing yourself with this. I know it's kind of long, and you know, you can kind of like skim through it, but I am going to show you guys one very important thing. Section 13, gems and gem withdrawals. It says, okay, so gems may only be purchased through our services. You may not purchase, sell, or otherwise agree to the transfer of gems off market. For example, you may not make or accept payment for gems outside of the VeVe app where the gems are transferred by way of the sale of a collectible in the market. Evidence of engaging in off-market gem transactions will include repeated sales and or purchases of collectibles at a significantly higher value than what would be expected for such collectibles based on current market prices. Now, essentially what they're saying is, if you're listing, you know, Toby's or, you know, Mermaid Corners or something for like 10,000 gems, and, you know, someone's buying them off you so you get their gems, that is against the terms of service. They made it super clear. So, you know, there was a gray area before where people were buying gems off market and they were saying, hey, you know, it wasn't explicit in the terms of service. You guys said, you know, dirty gems are fine. Well, they've basically started to kind of plug up these loopholes. You know, they're being super explicit. So, you know, basically what they're trying to say is everyone has now been warned. If you still do it and you get your account restricted, you know, you can't really say, you know, I didn't know, or, you know, this is not fair, because it's their terms of service. And VeVe holds the right to, you know, do what your account as they wish. But as long as you kind of follow the terms of service, then you should be fine. So, lastly, what I just wanted to touch on is the price of OMI for today, because we did say a few days ago that if OMI breaks above the upper bound region of this downward channel and holds, we should be good. And as we can see, we are on a green candle today. We have actually broken outside of this downwards trending channel. Now, as you can see, you know, we touched 1, 2, 3, nearly 4, and we had 4th touch here, but we didn't bounce back down like we did the previous times. We are just trading sideways, and we are breaking out of this downtrend. So that is fantastic. Now, what I would like to see is, I would like to see this moving average here. This is the 7-day moving average. I would like to see it continue and break above the 90-day moving average now. It looks like it is about to break above. So we have had a lot of, you know, very strong short-term momentum since last month. As you can see, you know, the 7-day moving average had bottomed out around about 19th of June, and then since then we've just rallied. We broke past the 30-day moving average, and now we are going to break past the 90-day as well, which is great. Well, not great if you're accumulating OMI at the bottom, because, you know, OMI is about 55% up against a month, which is kind of annoying. But as we can see, you know, there is a key point of resistance here at around about this kind of a 0.17 range. So what I'll do is I will grab these. Okay. Okay, so as you guys can see, we are struggling to kind of break above this key point of 0.17. If we can break and hold above 0.17, then I think we can eventually rally up towards this kind of 0.28 range, which, you know, again is another key point of resistance. But I think, you know, we can, if we can break and close above 0.17, then we can start zoning, you know, and make our way to 0.28. And at 0.28, you know, if you bought the bottom and you didn't, you know, you've been dollar cost averaging, you probably will actually be in profit at 0.28. Some people are in profit already because they bought up, you know, 0.1 and they just got into OMI. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to go through with you guys today. Thanks so much for watching. Please do like, subscribe, support the content, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.